What's up, everybody? This is Battlefield Joe 97 here. I finally made a new video. This video was supposed to, release around early September. At least we're kind of like in not early September, but whatever the kind of thing. This gaming pickup video for the remaining gaming pickup videos for last month of August, and I'm changing the format within gaming pickups. So at least for like each month, I'll give out all the offerings that I have for the games that I've picked up. And I'm not gonna show unboxing because at that point I've already like unboxed the game and I'm playing through it. I'll give like my impressions of them and stuff like that. So it's not gonna be like whenever I pick up like 2 games I have to instantly make a video on that. I'm just gonna take my time, at least get the thoughts out of them and stuff like that. And so I'm gonna at least showcase 6 games that I got in last month, which were the remainder of what was the last game pickup video before the format that I set was Sneaking on the 360 and let me get the names out of here. And One Piece Unlimited World Red. Those are like the last gaming pickup videos to my mind. But I'm gonna be showing you 6 games that I got in from last month, and that was 007 Quantum of Solace, Battlefield Bad Company, 2 Human, all 3 on the Xbox 360, and there's 3 more games but on the PS3, and that is Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception, and MotorStorm. Now, I'm going to at least be discussing the 360 games that I've gotten, which are 3 of them. And first will be 007 Quantum of Solace on the Xbox 360. Now, the funny thing when I mentioned on the gaming pickup video that I did with Sneaking and One Piece Unlimited World Red, I had this, I really doubted myself to say, should I get Sneaking or Quantum of Solace? But then, a friend of mine tricked me into saying that it was a masterpiece, so I was like, okay, I'll get it. And it turned out it wasn't a masterpiece and stuff like that. So the next day after I played Sneaking, I ran to the GameStop and saw a copy of Quantum of Solace, which was like $3, and this was in perfect good condition in GameStop. So if you really want like a James Bond game that, it's not like GoldenEye or whatever, but it's at least good, like Treyarch, who made like the good Call of Duty games, they at least got Quantum of Solace in here. So if you want like an FPS game to play and you love James Bond, this is the game for you. And it's like $3, and I found this in perfect good condition as well. So that was nice. And this is the funny story with Battlefield Bad Company, and I got this for like $3 as well. So let me get the other copy of it. I bought Battlefield Bad Company like before, which was like 2 years ago on the 360, and this was the original copy that I got of Battlefield Bad Company 1 on GameStop. This is like the used one that you see out of here. And how much did I pay for my first copy of it? $8. $7.99 out of it. And the funny thing with that, when I purchased this for $8 and I, went into GameStop stores or whatever, and the main GameStop that is like near me, it's like I find the copies of these games like into $2 to $3, and they had their box covers and stuff like that, which was kind of sad about them at all. But yeah. There's no instruction manual inside because this is a used copy, but the funny thing, I have 2 copies of Battlefield Bad Company because this is the original one that was $8, and this is the one that is like $3 with the case and stuff like that. And Bad Company was a fun-ass title, and even to this day, you can still find people in this title on the 360. And it's one of my personal favorites within the Battlefield series and in the sub-series of Bad Company. And would love to see like a 3rd game on, the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC, stuff like that. So yeah, if you want like squad-based, team-based, shooters and stuff like that, and you want at least like a fun story to go by with these wacky 4-man squad, Battlefield Bad Company, the original on the 360 and on the PS3 as well, is definitely a must-own. And even though there's like little tear and wear for a used copy, $3 isn't that bad. Especially in the case that I bought it for $8 with no case whatsoever and manual. Yeah, I know, I can't believe that. So, yeah, and 2 Human. 2 Human I got for like $2, and if you can see, like, there's like wear and tear from, well, not wear and tear over here, but wear and tear in the back of it. And the reason why I wanted to get Too Human, despite the fact that I know it's mediocre as hell, is the fact that this is kind of going to be a rare game in the future. Because with Too Human, there was like a dispute that Silicon Knights had with Epic Games regarding Epic Games, Unreal Engine 3 and how it was like unstable or whatever the hell it was, but Epic Games like won the suit against like Silicon Knights. So any game that used the Unreal Engine 3, like Too Human and a game like X-Men Destiny that I used to have on the PS3, they basically had to destroy unsold copies of the game, and GameStop, whatever. But it was kind of funny to see a perfect good condition in the front, not in the back, but a perfect good condition of Too Human on the 360, because this is an exclusive that Microsoft Studios took for a long development of this game. And Too Human is kind of like this weird ass game. Like the control scheme, it's like it uses the right stick not for the camera, but for like sword play or whatever. And it's kind of like Diablo with guns and sword play or whatever. And the storyline would have been interesting in the Norse mythology techno mixture, would have done well, but the characters and story is just awful, and the gameplay is kind of easy, because when you die, you respawn back in the exact same area, and you still have the exact same weapons. So yeah, the main reason I have this is because this is going to be like a rare game to have in the future, sort out by it. And if they would have made a sequel to it, which is not going to happen, but if they did, they would have improved upon some of the things out of here. So you can call it a cult game, if you will. So yeah, all the 360 games are out of the shelf, and time for the PS3 section. And that is, let's go for the Uncharted games. The Game of the Year editions of Uncharted 2, Among Thieves, and Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. Now, I got these like for use, and I was going to find new copies of them, the Game of the Year editions, but in my GameStop, they didn't have any. But for Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3, they were like less than $5 used, and they were the Game of the Year editions. And that's pretty good as well. And the funny thing with Uncharted 2, right? Uncharted 2, like in the Game of the Year edition, they didn't put any of the content within the disc version of Uncharted 2. They put it within a code. And the funny thing is, this code expired like in 2010, so if you're going to buy this game like in GameStop and stuff like that, the Game of the Year edition, and you expect over $35 worth of content in it from the DLC, that's not going to happen, because this shit is like expired for like 4 years ago. So really, you might as well pay $35 of that on the PlayStation Store or whatever, and you just basically bought an Uncharted 2 copy with the Game of the Year slapped into the disc and, the casing. But even then, for $5 less, you still have a fantastic single player, and the multiplayer is still fun to play as hell. And with the DualShock 4 compatible with this and Drake's Deception, playing this game with it is still enjoyable as hell to go by. And Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception, the over $45 in bonus content. Now, I haven't really put Uncharted 2 yet, because I'm still going with the treasure hunting in Uncharted 2. But the only thing I see in here with any other Sony game at that time is an online pass activation code, which is kind of like a rare thing nowadays. There's really no point even having this anymore, because Uncharted 3's multiplayer is free to play, and you can just basically download that without the single player. But, I just want to do it anyway, because, Game of the Year edition looks nice on my shelf as well. And that's less than $5 alongside, Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. So yeah, I'm gonna need to find Uncharted 1 on the PS3 and complete the trilogy on PS3. And they're really, really fantastic games with like memorable characters like Drake and Sully, and like fantastic stories to go by. So yeah, less than $5 like for Drake's Deception and that as well on GameStop. And the last game, now this one I have history with as a PlayStation 3 owner, and that is the original MotorStorm. Now, I got this game for $1. I'm not fucking kidding here. I still have the tag from GameStop. $1 for an early PS3 game in 2007. And the funny thing with this game, like, this was the first PlayStation 3 game I've ever played just like with my brother, when we got like the fat early PlayStation 3 model that came with this as a bundle. And well, for $1 nowadays, you're still gonna have like a fun game that still looks good to this very day, and like stuff like that. And I don't know about the online multiplayer for that because I haven't really tried it yet. But overall, for $1, you couldn't just resist the deal out of it as well. So yeah, those are like the remaining games that I had out of August. 007 Quantum of Solace for the 360. Battlefield Bad Company on the 360, Too Human for the 360, Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, and Uncharted 3 Drake's Session, the Game of the Year editions for PlayStation 3, and MotorStorm for PlayStation 3 as well. I'm definitely going to be making another gaming pickup video for this month, September, when October hits, like in the first weeks of October. So yeah, what games that you pick up throughout like last month of September? Leave them in the comments below, like, favorite, and heck, even subscribe if you want more videos like this and many other videos that I'm gonna be bringing into the future. This is Battlefield Jail 97. Catch you guys later.